Hey everyone, it's Victoria, and today I'm showing you around my room that I never showed you, that was requested. Hi. Okay, so these are the islands of Hawaii, and they're made out of wood. They've been carved out, and it's exactly like the way it's set up. So, this is my room that I absolutely lounge in, because we have the ultrasound over there. That is an ultrasound for actual injuries and stuff, helps to rejuvenate the cells and repair. That's a day bed, but I'll sleep in that if it gets really, really windy or cold. Sorry for the shakiness. So I usually make my videos over there because of the window, and I like to put the cell phone on the window, and now I have a selfie stick, so I can actually talk to you from anywhere. So today I'd like to talk about my anniversary, and it has been a roller coaster, and I thought it was very fitting to talk about forgiveness and not just be a talking head, literally, but seriously, like, think about forgiveness and really wrap your head around the fact that there are so many people that you're not going to agree with, and there's so many people that are not going to resonate with everything you have to say. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to have a friendship and accept. And for a while, like last year, I found myself angry with someone and just like really not forgiving and not feeling like I could really understand them and just really wanting to attack. And you know, I've come to the conclusion, and I'm really following my New Year's resolution, which is to be more understanding, that I really do like being more understanding because I really want to be more understood. I've always been misunderstood in my family, whatever. I'm the one who got away, moved to Hawaii from New York. There are things that I just thought differently and didn't always confine to, you know, whatever the mold was. And I had different ideas, and I really do want to try to understand that people are, for the most part, good-natured. They're not born evil. I think that a lot of things happen to people, and they become more inclined to be bitter. And you know what? I just want to be more forgiving, and I think that it's helped me in the last year and a half. Moving to Hawaii has shown me this because I was able to get more clarity. I was more bitter in New York. The weather was there. My mood was very off. I wasn't getting enough sunlight, enough fresh air. I am now. I'm not saying that everybody has to move to Hawaii, but if you're not in a good place, seriously, your health is more important, and I would make every bit of effort to get out of the space that I was in if I was really toxic. And I knew it was toxic. I just couldn't do anything about it. And slowly but surely, you chip away at those things, and you start to realize what's important, and your health is more important than anything. If my mental health wasn't good because I was so depressed in the winter, if that wasn't good, then what good was life? What good was anything? So I really urge people, if they're going to get into any relationship, to be in a place that's really going to resonate with them. If they love the cold weather, then by all means, they should be on the same page. For a long time, my husband didn't like the hot weather. He only liked the cold weather. So I had to actually feel like I had to be in cold weather, and I hated the cold weather. I really couldn't stand it, especially when I started eating more fruit. I just got very depressed. He was able to deal with it. He was running a lot, and he was warming up. I felt very scared to run on icy conditions, and he was okay with it. So I felt very confined and very much like I was in jail. And if you feel like that, I mean, there are escapes, you know. You can go see a movie, you can go with a friend, you can go get a massage, whatever it is, even if it's a 10-minute massage for $10. I'm not talking about a 60-minute massage. I'm talking about just getting little escapes during the day has helped me a lot. Exercise was big. That's probably why I got into exercise more than ever, because I really feel like exercise has been my savior. It's really saved me, and it's gotten my endorphins to kick in, and I really feel blessed to be able to have that privilege, and I think that exercise is a privilege. Having said that, I know that some people can't exercise at all times, and I know that I've been injured, and I've also had to regroup and do something that really makes me happy, like paint, and do things that I wouldn't normally do if I spend it all on children and exercise. So there's got to be time that you carve out for yourself that's really going to make you happy. And I guess you already know this, but I'm just giving you a reminder. So yeah, 17 years ago, January 20th, my husband and I met in a jewelry store, and then 13 months to the day, we got married. So it's February 20th today, and I'm happy to report this has been a good year, and I've been very, very blessed and happy that I got through some hard times, and I think forgiveness is a very big one. I also used to attack, and my husband used to attack, and we used to just want to just be heard. And I think a very good thing that we've learned is when somebody's talking to you, you should repeat back. So let me understand what you're saying, and then have them hear that you heard them. And it's a very good tool. You say, let me understand what you're trying to say, and then repeat it, and then they actually feel heard, and you're actually clarifying it, and you're showing that you really are trying to understand what they're saying, because there's so many gaps between a man and a woman. There's so many gaps in the way you're brought up, and you know, you could have all these crazy things get in the way. You say something, it's interpreted wrong, and you want it to be interpreted right. So sometimes we say things, we don't know how we're saying it, we don't know how it comes out, and if they're the smart partner, well, you could show them this, or you could tell them this. I've learned this. We went to therapy, and we really got a lot of tools out of it, and this is one big one. And we don't always use it, but sometimes I have to remember to use it. And times like this, I'm remembering, and I'm making the video to share with you that you repeat what they're saying, and you say, let me try to understand this. And you deflate the person. I do this with my children when they're like hysterical or panicking about something. Let me 1 second, let's break it down. You can't really understand someone when they're crying, and it's no different from an adult. If they're getting crazy, they're obviously hot-headed, and they're up there for a while. I could come down easily. My husband, most men can't come down so easily. Most women can, but that's just a stereotype. I don't know if that's a gender thing. I have no idea, but that just happens to be. A couple of guys I know, a couple of girls I know could come down easier. But again, I'm no expert on that. So I just wanted to talk about forgiveness, and if you have somebody that you want to forgive, just do it today, and then really just don't waste any more time. Life is so short. You really have no idea. Yes, somebody's wronged you, somebody hurt you, you didn't agree with them. Just, who cares? Let the weight come off your shoulders. Just let it go. Really, seriously, let it go. And you could feel so good about knowing that you've done something to make something work. Build the blocks again. If you've broken a bridge, rebuild the bridge. Reach out, keep reaching out until they actually forgive you, if that's the case. If they're not forgiving you, you've done your part. You really have. And just feel that you know in your heart that you know that people are not really evil, unless they really are messed up and something really, really wronged them. And at that point, if somebody's really evil, you really don't want to stay with them. And if they're abusive in any way, then you can't be around that. Toxic relationships, also abusing somebody with words. We're all guilty of it. I know I am, and my husband is. And you got to stop and say, hey, put up a flag. Hey, I surrender. Okay, I get it. And there are tools like that you can really use that are going to help you in relationships. After Valentine's Day, you're maybe in a new relationship, or you just had a relationship and you just ended a relationship. Maybe you can go back to that person. Maybe they weren't so bad. Nobody comes perfect. Nobody will ever come perfect, and don't nitpick over everything, because as a whole, they're probably really good for you. And they were sent to you for a reason. So look into why you guys have, had some static in the relationship, and try to really mend things. Don't break things, mend things. And if they were meant to be, they'll happen. And just do all you can. All I'm doing is talking to you right now, whoever's watching this, and you could do your part. And if it helps you to get grounded and then get to somebody and then talk to them, because a lot of people are nervous. They're very, very shy. They don't want to be the first one to apologize. it means nothing in the end, in the scheme of life, in the scheme of things, and all your years that you're going to be living. It's just a blip in the screen. Tell them you're sorry if you really have to, step on your pride. There is no such thing as pride when it comes to friendship or love. There really isn't. So there are times that you're going to back off, and that's okay. But when you chilled out and you regrouped and you grounded yourself and you exercised and you thought about it, then you can actually go out there and brave the storm. Put on your rain boots and your umbrella and your hat and get through it, okay? Odds are they're going to forgive you. And if they don't forgive you, you've done all you can. And you know you've done all you can. And they could still come back. So, happy Valentine's Day. Happy anniversary to me. This is just a message from my heart to you. And I hope that this resonates with you in some way where you can feel like, you know what? I'm going to forgive that person today. I hope it helps. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye.